Well, good morning. Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. I'm here each and every day at 8 a.m. for your viewing and listening pleasure as we go on this journey to explore life. I am simulcasting this on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're not already a YouTube subscriber, I would highly ask that you subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the more YouTube will promote these videos. So anyway, today I was thinking about one of the core or essence of everything that I teach is it is done unto you as you believe. And so I asked the question, if I can only have one belief, what would I believe? What would I believe? And for me, it came in a deep belief in me. Because if I have a deep belief in me, I understand the truth, the relevance of who I am. I understand that I'm more than this physical body. I'm more than this ego mind. And with that belief in me, I can accomplish anything I choose. And what's really interesting right now is that more and more people are feeling alone. More and more people are feeling isolated right now than ever before because of all the restrictions and all the fears that are coming around us. And so the key thing is, where do I put my faith? I put it in me so that I become comfortable being alone. I become comfortable with being with me. I become comfortable, then I can overcome any obstacle that presents me. I can overcome fear, which is an illusion. Because if I know the truth about myself, I know that I'm a unique, whole, and perfect individualization of the infinite, of spirit. And if I know that, what is there to fear? Because if I'm an individualization of the infinite, then I am a part of it, the big IT. And as a part of the big IT, what bad could really happen to me? It's just the illusion of the ego that's coming into play. It's the illusion of the ego that's causing fear. That's something to really begin to try to get through. Is to understand that all fear is a result of the ego, because the ego wants to live. The ego wants to protect. The ego wants to control. Yes, it does. The ego wants to control. And how does it best control? Through fear. No other way to say that. The ego controls through fear. So if you're feeling fear, it's your ego. It's not your soul. It's not the divine aspect. It's not the truth of who you are. And so the key thing is you've got to believe in yourself as who you truly are, not believe in yourself as the ego, because the ego is limited. Now, this is a big belief to build. This is not something that's easy to build. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's simple. And there's a real difference between simple and easy. And I think you all know what I mean. Yesterday, what did I talk about? I talked about being persistent and consistent. That's the key. If you want to be a great hairstylist, you must be persistent and consistent in the development of your craft. You can't do it once in a while. You got to do it all the time. That's what makes for a great hairstylist. Now, why would I pick hairstylist? Why would I do that? Well, that's because Wendy's listening. And I know Wendy. And Wendy is a hairstylist. So I just go, hey, let's talk to the people who are out there. See, the more I get to know you by your questions and comments, the more I can interject into these conversations. Because these conversations are not about me. These conversations are about you. Because you're the one listening, so you take whatever you feel is valuable from this conversation. It doesn't matter what I want you to say, because what I want you to say is not what you want. And I have no power over what you get out of what I say. Do you get that? I'm being a realist here. I have zero power about what you hear. You have the power on where you put your focus. And where you put your focus, that's what creates your life. I love this stuff. And you know what? Sometimes it feels really lonely believing in me. because I wasn't conditioned. I wasn't brought up. I wasn't domesticated into believing that. I was domesticated into believing that others had the power, that I should turn to others for my strength, others for my wisdom, when in fact, that's what society has been doing for thousands and thousands of years, domesticating us into not seeing our greatness, not seeing our truth. The truth is that everything we need is available to us. We just have to open up and receive that, hear that, believe in it, act from it, live it every moment of every day. It's a wonderful life we've got if we could just open up to really see what it is. You've got to really see what it is. That's your power, your focus. Think about that. Where you focus determines your experience. Here's a better way of saying it. Where you hold your focus determines. So if you've got a partner in your life, or you've got children, or a parent, when was the last time you really looked at them? I mean, really looked at them. Do you realize that their physical body is not the same body that it was yesterday? Or do you glance at them and just assume, well, I know this about them? Isn't that something? That we don't really take the time to even look to see, have we changed? Have we changed? Here's the thing. 2 days in a row, I want to share my victory. Started at the beginning of the year, I saw myself moving from a 195-pound body to just under 190-pound body. And 2 days in a row, I have weighed 189.6. Exactly 0.6. So I stopped today and I really looked at my body and said, what's different? I mean, that's 5 pounds. What's different in my body? And then as I looked at my body, as I consciously took the time to look at it, I could see the subtle differences. I could see that my body was different. Because I could see that, I can appreciate it more. Because I took the time to listen. I took the time to refocus. That's a simple example, but it's true about just about everything in life, because everything is always changing. It's just that we don't focus differently. We don't focus like a child. We don't focus as if it's brand new. That's the key thing. You've got to be able to look at things through the eyes of a child and see everything is brand new, and then you're going to notice more. And it's going to excite you, and it's going to make you feel good. So your focus is everything. So you got to believe in yourself. Yeah, Kai, you're absolutely right. You got to pause and refocus. There you go. Yesterday was P and C. Today is P and R. Pause and refocus. That's the message for today. Are you willing to take it on? Are you willing to start your life anew? We've given you a tool today, haven't we? Well, go out there and create your perfect day, because I certainly will be. And I want you to know that I'm so grateful that you join me. I'm so grateful that you listen. Share this message with others. But most of all, pause, refocus, and love yourself as much as I love you. Have a great day, everybody. Aloha.